Welcome back to today's Family Connection Point. Today we're in Proverbs chapter 2, verses 1 through 9, and we're talking about hidden treasure. More specifically, we're talking about wisdom being the hidden treasure. Solomon says that wisdom is so valuable that we should seek it out, we should search for it like a treasure. So I'm going to ask my kids this question. What would you buy with $1 million? I really want them to feel the weight of what $1 million is worth, what it could actually purchase them. And then I'm going to tell them, let's pretend like someone said that there's $1 million hidden in our house somewhere and all we had to do was find it. What would we do with that information? Would we just kind of ignore it, go to bed, wake up, kind of do life as normal? No, we would seek it out. We would search for it. We would exhaust ourselves in the pursuit of it. In fact, we'd probably turn our house upside down trying to find this $1 million because we know how much $1 million is. I feel like that is what Solomon is trying to teach us today. He says that wisdom is so valuable that it should call us to action. In fact, we actually see 8 different verbs here in conjunction to God's truth. We're called to accept God's truth, store it up, turn to it, apply it, call out for it, cry for it, seek it, and search for it. So this idea of God's truth being valuable, but not only God's truth, wisdom. We are called to seek and search for wisdom. You see, wisdom is the correct application of God's truth. It's discernment. It's knowing God's truth, but applying it in God's way. See, true wisdom only comes from God. On our end, we are called to seek it out, but on God's end, He's the one who delivers it. So our job is to come to God's Word and to ask God, give me your wisdom. Teach me your truth. And it's God's job to show us not only His truth, but how to apply it correctly to our lives. See, God's truth and wisdom are compared to a treasure. And when we truly treasure God's Word, we seek it out. So when we find it hard to get up in the morning and spend time with God and His Word, when we find it hard to receive instruction from God's Word, it's probably because we are not valuing it correctly. See, I truly believe we seek what we value. We seek what we treasure. And so one of our prayers should be, as we approach God's truth and God's Word, we should be, Lord, help us to treasure your truth. Give us a hunger for your wisdom as we read, because we want to seek it out. And we know that it is only through your power that we can find it. And so our lesson today is super simple for our kids. It's every single morning when they get into their quiet time, it is a treasure hunt. And what we want them to ask the Lord for, before they ever start reading, we want them to bow their heads and ask the Lord, teach us your truth, your wisdom from this passage. Help me to find the treasure and help me to value it correctly. That is our lesson for today. I hope that was helpful. I'll see you tomorrow.